Hello, hello. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to Live Oracle Readings with Dana. My name is Dana Gomez with Sage and Harmony Holistic Coaching. Welcome, everyone. I hope you're having a magnificent day so far. It is Monday. I don't know about you guys, but my Monday started very rocky. However, we changed it around. I was I was very in tune to that part. So we'll get into that in just a few minutes. Oh, my affirmation cards. Bear with me a second. Let me grab my affirmation cards. Hey, Jocelyn, hold on one second. I don't have my affirmation cards, which I thought I had. Bear with me. So sorry. Okay. I did an event this weekend and I put all my cards in the box and I am leaving. Oh, it's Tuesday for you. Oh, good for you. Well, you're lucky that your Monday is over. My Monday was just like insane. So, well, glad that it's Tuesday there for you. We're going to have to just kind of work on another affirmation without the cards today because my cards are still in the box from the event all the events I was doing this weekend. So, as we do, hey, Kate, welcome, my dear. Great to see you. Thank you for being here. As we do each and every week, first, let's go ahead and do our disclaimers. The information provided on the show today is for entertainment and educational purposes only. It is not meant to treat or diagnose any conditions, mental, physical, otherwise. All right, so disclaimers in. Legal box checked off. So let's go ahead and do our affirmations. That is something that we do every week here. We do our affirmations before we get into our readings, and then we'll have our readings. Please note that any donations that are provided, those readings get priority. So those readings will be done first, and donations are appreciated. Thank you very much. So let's go ahead and just check in with ourselves right now, just giving ourselves space to be here right now. Just allowing our shoulders to drop. Just allow your neck just to roll around just a bit. And just noticing the tension releasing, just opening and closing your hands a bit. Just releasing the tension there. And letting your tummy expand as it breathes. Noticing now that the tension just leaves our body as we're breathing, just pulling away. And it just feels so good to be in this moment right now, just experiencing this peace, connecting with the energies around the world as we connect with each other. Giving ourselves love at this moment. Let's go ahead and place our right hand over our heart. And today's affirmation is, I am worthy of love. I am worthy of love. So let's go ahead now and breathe that in nice and deep. I am worthy of love. Breathing in nice and deep. Nice gentle hold. And a big exhale out. I am worthy of love. Breathing that in. Good. Big exhale out. I am worthy of love. Say that nice and loud so the universe hears you. Breathing that in nice and deep. Good. Big exhale out. One last time. Ready? I am worthy of love. Breathing that in. And just feel that energy run through your body. Feel that love and that light. Good. Big exhale out. Awesome. So that is our mantra for this week. Keep that with you for this week. I am worthy of love. So Jocelyn, I need to know, where are you in the world? Where are you joining us from in the world? I don't think I've had you on the show. I can't pronounce names, but I can remember if I see a name usually. Where are you joining us from? Let's make sure that I have all of the comments up and all the things happening. Australia, that is amazing. Awesome, wonderful. Well, thank you so much for joining us from Australia. We appreciate you being here. Oh, well, thank you for joining us on the show. Yeah, I can usually remember seeing the names now. Like I said, I'll mess up a name, so hopefully I said yours correctly. But I've been known to not say names correctly, respectfully. So how is everybody today? All right. So for those of you just joining, my name is Dana Gomez with Sage and Harmony Holistic Coaching. I'm an emotional wellness coach. I specialize in anxiety, but also I am a psychic medium. And I usually use Oracle and Angel cards in my readings. I channel the messages. And we're here what is our time, Monday nights at 6:30. So whatever time that looks like for you. Please make sure to set your calendars. Oh, we have, let's see. I really do not want to mess up. I was just talking about messing up names. So I see that Kate knows this young lady. Today is your birthday. Well, welcome and happy birthday. Thank you for being here. Is it Miss Van Meter? Look at you guys having birthdays together. All Virgos now. I'm a Leo. We were all August. I'm the Leo part of the August. I was on the 20th. So I'm on the Leo part of the spectrum. Kate, I can't believe that I missed your birthday the other day. Cancer. My son's a Cancer. I love Cancers. And my daughter's a Libra, and my son is a Gemini. My other son, my youngest, is a Gemini. Her nickname is Petty. Okay, I can do Petty. So thank you for saying that. Hey, Carlos, welcome. Oh my gosh, it's so good to have you back. Thanks for being here. So my sister and my youngest son are Geminis, and they are very much Geminis. Very much Geminis. All good. I have love for my Geminis. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. All right. So who's ready for their reading? Because I'm happy to do that. That's why we're here. I want to make sure that I got so out of the way. Okay. Hey, Sava, how are you? Welcome, welcome. Yeah, I don't just choose. So you would have to say that you would like a reading. I usually don't volunteer people unless they're asking. Awesome. So tonight we have the Archangel deck, Keepers of the Light deck, Archangel Michael deck, and the Goddess deck. And Jocelyn, for you, my dear, we have the Goddess deck coming through. I'm so happy. I'm glad you had a good birthday. You deserve all of the beautiful things this world has to offer. Okay, so Jocelyn, for you, your first card is guiding children. You are good at helping, counseling, and healing children. Use your skills to help children now. Oh, where are we? Your second card is Mother Mary. Expect miracles. Have faith that your prayers have been heard and are being answered. Let me see if I can get that in. There we go. And then your last card is True Love. Romantic stirrings in your heart have propelled the universe to deliver great love to you. Now, I will say, hold on, I'm going to get that so it looks right. There you go. Thank you. I will say that true love and expect miracles, those are directly related. And the way that they're directly related is the expect miracles and that true, like I was telling you when I pulled that true love card, that true love is more of love for yourself, that self-love that's building. And it does feel like you've done a ton of work building your self-love, giving yourself time and space and grace. But I would like for you to kind of notice any limitations that you're still putting on yourself. And sometimes what ends up happening is because we've done so much work that we just get to that space like, I'm good. Everything is good. Like, I got this. Everything, I'm able to just, be calm and just ride the waves. Yeah, I definitely got that energy that you've been really working hard on yourself. That true love is, the unconditional love that we have for ourselves. The expect miracles, and I know you haven't been on the show, but I say this very frequently, is got you, Carlos, that expect miracles is related to that true love. And like I said, I know you haven't been on the show, but one of the things that I talk about a lot is miracles are a very natural part of life. And when miracles don't happen, it's because something inside of us, in our world, in our sphere, is off. And so it's important for us to kind of take inventory, if you will, of what needs to be kind of healed and looked at, and those things. That giving of yourself is where this guiding children comes in. So giving, there's such a beautiful relationship when we're able to work with children, because there's this innocence, there's this trust, there's this just beauty that comes with working with children, especially the young ones, right? They just, if you're a teacher, sometimes they just look at you with like, oh my gosh, like, yeah, say something, you're keeping them interested and you're seeing that it's sinking in, but having that connection. And I will say something that I don't think I've ever shared, but teachers, I have a tremendous respect for teachers. My niece and my nephew are both teachers. There are a lot of teachers in life, but I have 3 children. And one of my youngest son actually had a very traumatic experience with his 3rd grade teacher that stayed with him literally until he finished his last day of high school. So being involved in a child's life can make a huge difference. Now, he's had wonderful teachers, to help him after the fact. But I say that to say is that I don't think that sometimes we realize the impact that words and actions can have, what as an adult can have to a child, and how they really keep it. So I say that to say is that all of this, that, you're expecting miracles and that true love, it's important, right? It's important because now we're radiating that to the people that we're serving, and those littles that you're serving, those are amazing. And even if it's just being a part of someone's life as a parent or a family member, those little moments of those little nuggets of wisdom, those little treasure moments of just going for ice cream, or just, turning the radio up and singing really loud and dancing, like those little moments, those things are memories that those children are going to have, right? Those are things that they're going to keep with them. So remember, the interactions that we have make a huge impact, and actually it gets blueprinted. So when they watch the relationships, when the relationship that they cultivate with you, those are blueprints on how they are going to now nurture and cultivate relationships when they get older, how to start doing those things. So I say that to say that, just allow your light to shine and to keep going. Allow that true love that you have to be your guiding light. And I know that you've done a ton of healing, but I will say that healing is not just for you, my dear. That healing is like I always say, a lighthouse for these littles, that I call them littles because I coach littles. So when it's for the littles in your life that you're going to be influencing, and also now being a testament of those miracles that are coming through for yourself. Because when you are serving your purpose, when you are working your mission, when you are serving your soul aligned purpose, miracles will naturally start coming in for you. And that's just the law of it. That's just the nature of it. So that is your reading, Miss Jocelyn. I hope that resonated with you. It sounds like true memories. You have a little one. Good. Awesome. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Carlos, I got you. You're next. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Please continue to watch the show and share and like and subscribe and do all the things. However it is you found us. You're so welcome. And I apologize for my pup in the background. Is he howling? If he's howling, it's because somebody familiars. Otherwise, it's Amazon. Are you falling out? What are we doing? Love this. So your first card is Medicine Woman. You are a channel for divine healing power. You know that, don't you? That's just a confirmation. Your second is Fertility. It is the perfect time for you to start new projects, accept new ideas, and give birth to new conditions. Love that Ostara card. Your last is Bodies of Water. Spend time near water, such as a lake, river, ocean, and recharge your batteries. Thank you. So what was just coming through just now, after I read that Bodies of Water card, just the direct relationship that card had with the one before it. Perfect time to start new projects, ideas, give birth to new conditions, and that one. But I'm getting that those are going to be, and you're a healer. I know you said previous lifetime, but are you also psychic? Because I thought you were, right? If I remember right, you are also a reader. So these are going to be they're going to be coming through as really heavy downloads. And I say heavy just because that's not necessarily a bad thing, just kind of like a lot of downloads. Okay. So they're going to be coming through a lot of downloads for you, especially towards the end of this year, but manifesting itself into next year. Like there's projects coming through, things that need attention for you to start working on, start kind of getting into gear for them to now come into fruition for next year, just kind of preparing yourself for that, fine tuning, blueprinting, doing all of that now So then that way for next year, they're going to be ready to launch. So kind of prepare yourself if you haven't already started getting them, just either in meditation, sleeps, or just the conscious downloads of getting the information of these projects coming through. That your channel for divine healing power. Thank you. The other thing that I wanted to mention real quick was be careful, because it just came through as I was picking up this card, was be careful with burnout though. So make sure that you're taking care of yourself, you're grounding, I apologize. When I stop, it's because I get I'm receiving messages. So I apologize if I just tend to stop and listen, because I'm listening. So if I kind of pause and just kind of stop and kind of either put my head down or something, then it's because I'm getting the messages. I'm sorry. I should have explained that. I'm not having a seizure. I'm completely clinically fine. Everything, everything is good. That's just how I receive messages. But I wanted to mention that I was just getting the message of just being careful with burnout. Just paying attention to that, so that you can you don't overextend yourself as you're doing the healing and as you're doing all the work and as you're getting all this information on projects, but making sure that you're taking care of yourself and you're doing that grounding, because I did get the warning of burnout and grounding. Those were the two words burnout thing too, but those are the words that I heard as I was picking up the last card. So you're a channel for divine healing power. As wonderful as that is, as much as it's great to be in healing and into service, just make sure that you are taking care of you and you are getting enough rest and hydration and food, but rest, so then that way you can be really charged and taking care of that, because that, I think that, that part of it, that burnout, as soon as I picked up that card, was like, just that kind of warning sound that came through. So just kind of pay attention to that as you're working through these downloads that's coming through and you're getting these projects out. Just paying attention to your energy and making sure that you're taking care of yourself. Awesome. Welcome. That is wonderful. Yes. So yeah, I apologize. I probably should have known. I should have warned you guys. So if there's a time where I kind of put my head down, where I just kind of like retreat for a couple of seconds, it's because when I get messages, and that's just kind of, I don't know what, I just do that. Like, I don't have the explanation. It's just something that happens. And so I just kind of receive and then I give the message. So yes, but like I said, clinically, I am absolutely fine. I have a concussion that I worked a couple years ago, but I'm okay. Aside from that, I'm okay. And my ADD, but I'm okay. Good. Awesome. 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 All right. Who is next? Thank you for being here, Carlos. I appreciate you. Da, 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 da. Thank you, my dear. Received and sending them back to you. Mwah. I appreciate you. And where are you joining us from, Carlos? I don't think I know what part of the world you're in. Are you here in the U.S.? You're in Georgia? I'm moving to Georgia. I'm moving to Georgia in January. We're in Georgia. I'm completely go Bulldogs now. Oh, that's so exciting. Atlanta. Okay, so my fiance has family in Atlanta and we're there pretty frequently. But we are in Valdosta. So that's that line right in the Florida-Georgia line. We're like 15 minutes from the highway. It's so funny. I love it. I am so ready to be done with Florida. Like, so ready. I'm done with Florida traffic. I'm done with Florida craziness. So, um, but Atlanta's pretty crazy too. Like, we go there and it's super busy. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. It was quite, yeah. So are you actually in Atlanta, or do you like live on the outskirts? Because I know his sister and brother-in-law, actually both of his sisters, they do that. They work in Atlanta, but they are, you love Florida? You can have it. You can have it. I've been here 15 years and I'm like, done. So they live on the outskirts of Atlanta. I like Lithonia, Georgia. I love Georgia. It's so. I do not generally do yes or no questions. Are you talking like pendulum type readings? I do oracle and angel card readings. So I will give you the answer that you are supposed to receive, not necessarily the answer you want. So basically, that looks like if you're going to ask me about a promotion, I can tell you if you have money blocks or anything financial that you have going on, then I can tell you about that and how to heal them. But I don't necessarily do the am I going to get a promotion thing, if that makes sense, because that's just not the gifts that I received. So some people do readings that way. I just don't. But hello, Sherry. It is wonderful to see you. And I think you've been on the show before, if I remember. I remember your name. So would you like a reading, my dear? It's your first time. Okay. Well, I thought your name looked familiar, but okay, if it's your first time, welcome. We're excited to have you. Thank you so much for joining us. We are here Mondays at 6:30 Eastern Standard Time, so whatever time that looks like for you. On Psychic Fixes on Facebook, also Sage and Harmony on Facebook, and Sage and Harmony on YouTube. Okay. I will say, Carlos, I am completely addicted to the whole Georgia peach thing. Absolutely. I've experienced them, and just like that's all. I literally go to the little Farmer Brown's market on Patterson, and I'm just like, okay. Like OD on peaches. It's ridiculous. Sherry, so you actually have the Keepers of the Light deck and the Goddess deck. And I can see why. So the Goddess deck usually focuses on divine feminine love energy, that divine feminine energy that's just the goddess in you that needs attention and just a little bit of, there it is, a little bit of reassurance, if you will. All right, so your first card is Experiencing Grace. Share your gifts with grace. Waves of inspiration, love are coming to you. Your second is Love and Acceptance. Love is yours. Recognize your divine worth. Choose loving thoughts. And your last one is Prosperity. The universe is pouring its abundance out to you. Be open to receiving. Look at all that. Look at all that gold coin she has just there pouring into her. That experiencing grace, that share your gifts with grace, waves of inspiration are coming to you. One of the things that's really coming through for me is accepting that your energy is what you have to offer. Like if you are, we kind of talked about the job thing earlier, but one of the things that's going to set you apart is your divine gifts. It's not just your skill, because anybody can go to school and get the skill, right? It's who you are energetically as a person, your heart, your spirit that goes along with it. Not everybody's a trainer, right? So even though we can do the same job, you might be better at training somebody than I can, right? But it's how you have the connection with people, and how you're giving yourself that space, and are you recognizing it? But that's what's going to set you apart as you, because this definitely does feel more career oriented, but it's also kind of personal, because those kind of spill between each other. Your second is that recognize your divine worth, choose loving thoughts. One of the things that I really want you to also focus on is the experiencing it and being in gratitude for already receiving it, even though you haven't received it. That's manifestation. That's law of attraction 101, right? So we know that if we are giving out this energy, if we are giving these thoughts, if we are in gratitude for receiving said thing, the promotion or whatever, then seeing yourself in it, seeing yourself receiving it, feeling that energy that you receive it. But more importantly, and this is where this is going to be the connection for you specifically, more importantly, who and what are you serving? How are you making that connection when you get that position? Whose life are you going to impact? How are you changing lives, and how are you creating connections when you get that position? Now, the reason that that's going to be important is because that's going to help with that fulfillment part of our life, right? Because what we do know is that we need to be in something that has us feeling fulfilled, not just it's good in the bank account, but because you can get a job and be completely miserable at it, but it pays you buku bucks. That's great, but you're miserable. So is it really worth the sanity? Is it really worth the unhappiness and the cringe energy that you're going to have every day? I mean, the answer is something that you can only give. For me, the answer is no. I couldn't live in that environment. I had to for a little bit until I was able to change my situation, but it's that fulfillment that comes within. So that love and acceptance, recognize your divine worth, choose loving thoughts, making sure that you are really recognizing your actual worth. You are just this magnificent person coming in, and feel that, own that. It is absolutely okay for you to do that. I'm actually manifesting that right now. Great. When you are manifesting, I want you to write down every detail. I want you to write down where you are when you got the position. I want you to write down how much money you're going to be making. I want an exact number. Every single month, I'm going to be making this. Every year, I'm going to be making this. I want you to write down the date that you got the promotion or whatever it is, the new job or whatever. I want you to be very, very, very specific. What does that feel like? And then write all of this down and be excited about it. Can do this for a week. Be excited about it. Talk about all the things you're going to do. Oh, now I can be able to do this. Thank you so much, and be in gratitude for it. Do all of those things. It's a certain person. That's great. Then that's fine. Same thing. Rinse and repeat. It doesn't matter what you're manifesting. Whether you're manifesting a job or you're manifesting a person, it doesn't make a difference. You're going to do the same exact thing. You have to be in gratitude for it already. If it's a person, great. Then name the characteristics that person wants. What is the energy when you guys are together? How are you guys interacting and connecting, right? How are you giving yourself to this person? How is this person giving himself to you or herself to you? What is it that you guys are experiencing together? What's the feeling you have when you are with this person? It has to be something peaceful, because your spirit is going to need peace. It's not just going to be, oh, I need a body and a seat. Anybody could be a body and a seat. So I say that to say is that give yourself permission for that as far as the manifesting. But this particular reading does feel more profession, kind of career goal oriented, but that prosperity and abundance is, I do definitely feel some, again, being open to receiving. Do not give yourself the limitation of only receiving certain things. So you appreciate, oh, good. I appreciate you. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you. So that is your reading for today. No. Hi. Yes, I do give free readings. I give free readings. There's donations are appreciated, but yes, thank you. I do. You're so welcome. Thank you, Sherry, for being here. I'll tell you, all of this hair gets a little bit much after a while. Madeline, should I go to my ex tonight? Yeah, those aren't the kind of readings that I do. I do more personal development, self-love type readings. If you want me to dive into the reasons why you should or you shouldn't go to your exes, I'm happy to do that. But I don't necessarily do those type of readings. So there are other readers on Psychic Fixes that you can see that are on the schedule this week. So you are free to see them, and they might be able to help you. But I don't; those aren't the readings that I do, my dear. Every reader does things differently. So, but I'm happy to do a reading for you if that is what you would like to do. You know, I did not lose my hair from COVID. My sister did, like a lot. It was bad. But I think it's because I use those, like I make hair masks every week. So I have like a lot of, like I use hair masks and I have collagen supplements and stuff. So I think that's the only reason why I really didn't, to be quite honest with you. But a couple of years ago, it was pretty bad. I was losing it. But that was stress related. That was like 2014, 2015 when I was in a really bad relationship. Do you do hair masks? You too? Do you do hair masks? What kind do you do? Because I do, like I kind of mix mine up. And then because I have the gray, I have this, I found this really, really wonderful actually it's a lot more common, I think, the hair losing thing, because I know a couple people that have lost it. Because of the gray, I have to you know, they have the purple shampoo. Well, they have a purple hair mask, and it's absolutely amazing. Try vitamin D, man. Yours grow like crazy. That's a thought. I know the biotin helped me. That biotin supplement that helped me when I was losing my hair due to stress. Collagen also helped, and then rosemary essential oil helps a lot. Rosemary and peppermint essential oil. If you put that in your mask, in your hair mask, and just like leave it on. Hi, Debbie. Welcome. It's a pleasure to have you. Thank you for joining us. We're sitting here talking. We're talking beauty and health right now, in between readings. Where are you joining us from, Debbie? And I love the French green clay mask also. Like, so when I make the mask, I use the French green clay, rosemary oil, peppermint, tea tree, and some rose water and or apple cider vinegar. It smells like hell because apple cider vinegar just, to me, I can't stand it. But your hair comes out like super, like amazing. Castor oil, olive oil, yeah. Oh, Missouri. That's awesome. She's in the States. Awesome. Yeah, castor oil is also great for your hair. Yes, yes. Yeah, that rosemary is super great. I love rosemary. Actually, I put it in my shampoo and the conditioner too. But now it's just gotten to the point where, because I did the hair mask yesterday, and so I curled it this morning, so now it's all fluffy. I don't know, it's like heavy today for some reason. It was just heavy today. And then I'm doing readings, so like I'm getting all the energy and it's like getting hot. It's another reason I'm burning the sage. Debbie, would you like a reading, my dear? We're just kind of sitting here chopping it up, to be quite honest. It's a little bit of a slow night tonight. And is it still warm there? I know Missouri gets cold, but did y'all start getting cold spells yet? I think these are good. I have time, my dear. Oplex. I've never heard of that. I'll have to look that up. Hot and humid. Well, that sounds like Florida. That's exactly what it's like here. I'm moving to Georgia in a few months, but like I go back and forth. Like I'll be back up there this Thursday. But it's nice because in the evenings now it's starting to get cooler. So it's like 75, 78, 72. It's nice in the evenings. Hi, Ward. Welcome. Where are you joining us from, Ward? Belgium. Wonderful. I love it. Around the world. So special. Thank you so much for being here. All right, Debbie, for you, we're using the Archangel deck, my dear. Thank you. Oh, geez. Yeah, we've actually had a couple of 100-degree days here also, which I mean it's always hot, but even that's excessive even for us. So I definitely understand that. I'm sorry, I hope it cools down for you, but not too cool that you guys are like freezing out. Um, so your first card in the Archangel deck is Divine Timing. Your second card is Take Action or Take Charge and Action. Here we go. And your last card is Holy Love. I'm actually going to work a little bit backwards. I want to start with the Holy Love part, because what's coming through just straight away is the amount of like the amount of protection and the amount of love, unconditional love that you are surrounded with. I don't even know if you recognize how much you have it. Um, and the reason that I want to lead with that card first is because when we have the challenges, when we're struggling, when we're in those, oh my gosh, type of states, that is when we need to lean into our faith, whatever deity works for you. I mean, I don't necessarily work with one particular deity, but I say that to say is that is where our faith grows, right? Our faith grows in those challenging situations. Our faith, not just in our spiritual team and the divine, but also within ourselves, where we know that we start gaining confidence that we can overcome, and we're stronger than we think. It reinforces our own personal strength, doesn't it? But I say that to say also is that holy love is, there's that divine connection between you and the divine. There's that connection, that unity, and that I feel it as a warm blanket just kind of around you. Like that's how, anytime I get that feeling, or that I see the vision itself, it's almost just kind of like this, just like how a weighted blanket is, just really warm and comforting and loving. That's kind of what it feels like. So anytime that you're struggling with and situations, challenges, you're having your anxiety, anything like that, I just kind of want you to close your eyes and connect to that. Now, what I will say is that everything is happening exactly as it should. And I know that when the challenges come and we're in those situations that we're just like, what, are you kidding me right now? Like this, this is not okay. But just know that the situations, that the challenges, the storms that come, that they're going to be very temporary, but it's going to be inside of you. It's going to require you to take charge and take action. It's going to require a different level of you. It's going to require a different version of you to stand up for this. And it does feel like you found your voice, so to speak, but in a way that feels authentic for you, in a way that feels the way that you're able to speak in a way that you're being heard, and not just I'm speaking and nobody's listening to me type thing. So just know that the divine timing, everything is happening exactly sequentially as it's supposed to, but just allow things to play out. Focus on yourself, focus on your love, focus on receiving love, but also giving love. Focus on forgiveness and compassion. And those are the main focuses, but it's also about when we're in these challenging and that perfect timing as everything comes in. It's really about how we are practicing that love and compassion for ourselves, right? In a way that it helps us to continue to grow, if you will. So I really love that take charge and take action card, because it's like, it kind of feels really warriorish, if you will. But it's, again, just kind of giving you that voice of like, you know what, I'm in myself. I know that I'm protected. I know that I'm loved. I know that I can, because I have gone through other situations. I can do this too. So just remember that part, because that is so, it's easy to get caught up in the storms. It's easy to get caught up in that rain. And when it's raining, we kind of just focus on the fact that it's raining. We don't really think about or focus on, oh, it's going to be sunny again at some point. So just know that those things are temporary, but you, my dear, have that ability and that grace and that love and the support from your spiritual team to help you to get through it. And also the last thing that's coming through right now is just practicing some detachment from what you think should happen, what you think you want to happen, to just allowing things to be the way that they are. I want you to focus more on your reaction, your thoughts, your feelings, your energy than anything else on the outside of that, if that makes sense. And that is your reading for tonight. Miss Debbie Morgan from Missouri. Aw, Warren has such a cute, happy face. Thank you for that. That's adorable. She said we had rain yesterday. It rains every day here in Florida, and it still gets really obnoxiously hot. All right, let's see. We got a couple more minutes. If anybody would like a reading, speak now or forever, or for the next week, hold your peace. Hi, Audrey. Welcome, and where are you joining us from? Thank you for being here. Good. You're so welcome, my dear. I'm so glad. And that's that, I was talking about your spirit team. Your loved ones are a part of your spirit team. And just, calling on them too. They're there for your love and for your guidance and for your protection. So definitely tap into the holy love for you. From Ireland, I love it. I love this platform because I connect with people all over the world. It's so, so wonderful, so special. Thank you for joining us. Ward, yes, of course, I got you. Everything happens as it should, my dear. Good night, Kate. Dream sweet, my dear. See you next week. Or on Facebook somewhere. In Facebook land. Yeah, I'll do Ward and then Audrey, and then we are done for the night. Ward, so for you, we're going to be using the Keepers of the Light deck, my dear. I love this deck because it is a beautiful, eclectic deck. Love it. So your first card is Miriam, Sacred Vision. Choose to forgive in order to heal. See the light in all. Remember that love has no boundaries. There we go. Hang on. Let me move this, so then that way we have less of a, there we go. Less of a glare. Your second card is Archangel Michael, trusting heaven. You are safe. Angels stand close by. Surrender your concerns and allow miracles to occur. Your last card is Life Force, express your divine passion. Sensual and sexual powers are increased. All right. So one of the things that is coming out straight away is that word forgiveness just kind of keeps being highlighted in my head. Thank you. it's being highlighted in my head, but I'm also getting some blocks that are coming with it. So the forgiveness that hasn't been resolved is literally holding you back. But one of the things that I would like to invite you to consider to work with is just knowing that you have the support and the love and the protection. But forgiveness can be difficult, right? Forgiveness is a process. It's not just saying I forgive to somebody or even to ourselves. It's a spiritual experience, right? It's a mental, it's a physical experience. I mean, it's something that sometimes we have to keep working on, and that's okay, because each time that we start practicing forgiveness, there is something inside of us that gets healed. Now, that's practicing forgiveness for other people, but also within forgiveness for ourselves. But forgiveness also is, there's a lot that comes with it. There's guilt, there's shame, those things. But with forgiveness, that guilt and shame starts to disappear. So it can be really heavy in the beginning, but kind of giving yourself the space and the grace and the compassion. They talk a lot about self-compassion and the patience to start to work through that, because that forgiveness, there does feel like, I kind of see it as it's being a roadblock in front of you that really can be moved. Just knowing that it's there, but and giving yourself the space for it. Also kind of working with your angels, your deities, whatever works for you, and just, or your spiritual team, and just saying, hey, I need help, I need guidance, I need love. Show me what to do, help me to get through this, because they are there. That's what they're here for, and they are there to give us that guidance, but they can't intervene without our permission. And then that life force, express your divine passion. Sensual and sexual powers are increased. I am a big believer in, sex magic and manifestation and all of those things, because you're in your highest energy when you are even in love. And I'm not just talking about just intercourse. I'm just talking about like just being in the state of love and of gratitude and happiness. It really changes the vibrational frequency, which now helps us to be in our soul's purpose. What is making us happy? But in order for us to get to that driving passion of life and just that driving passion of where we need to be, we need to get through these blocks first, if that makes sense. There's one thing I try to forgive and give peace of mind. I tried for years, to be honest, but I feel like I'm not able to do that yet. Keyword being yet. It is possible, and I love the fact that you, I think, very unconsciously put in that word yet, right? So because it's something that can happen. It's a process. That is literally the only thing I can tell you, is that it is a process. I don't know if you have a practitioner that you work with in Belgium as far as like forgiveness or NLP or anything like that, but there are things that you can do. And if you would like, you can always, guys, you can follow me on Facebook at Sage and Harmony, and DM me, and I'm happy to give you some tips on that. But honestly, this is holding you back from other things that can be in your life. But that forgiveness, I always see forgiveness, or that attachment to that pain and that resentment, as just kind of chains, shackles that are around us. And every time you heal something, you give yourself room to move. You can now move this arm, you can move this leg, and you have the freedom to go. And there's that driving passion for life. There's that passion for love. There's these things that are just there waiting for you, but you have to put your trust in yourself, knowing that forgiveness is not about that person being off the hook, or, you not being good enough. It's about loving yourself enough to know that you don't need to be in pain anymore. Yeah. My brother is exactly like that. My brother has an incredible memory. Like, he can literally remember things from his childhood. And he's 50 something, 60 years old now. But yeah, there's that struggle. There is definitely that struggle. But my question to you is, do you want to hold on to it? I know the answer is probably no, but how can you give yourself the grace to move past it? You know, what is it serving you to hold on to it? You know, you got your lesson. The soul contract was completed. You don't have to keep living that again each day, each moment. You know, having it just keep showing up. It doesn't need to keep showing up for you. So give yourself the power of taking your life back. Give yourself the power of peace. Give yourself the power of love, because you deserve it. You know, the things that have happened to us, especially in childhood, they can hinder us and hold us back and make us bitter and angry, or they can be lessons and they can be opportunities for love and an opportunity for us to grow and an opportunity for us to connect. So I say that respectfully, but I also say that from experience. So I leave you with that word, but I offer you peace and love, my brother. I send that out to you. Just know that you're in my heart now, and that I really empathize. So I understand. But forgiveness is your gift to you. It has nothing to do with anyone else. It's your gift to you. Audrey, I will give you a card and then I have to leave because I am definitely past time. And I know I want to be respectful of the other readers on this channel. So you're welcome, my dear. So we are here Monday evening, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, whatever that looks like on your time zone. Please make sure that you set your calendars. Please make sure that you are following Psychic Fixes for updates and days and times of not just myself, but we have so many wonderful, talented readers and practitioners on here that you need to check out. Miss Kit Adams, Debbie Duncan. We have a wonderful dream interpreter. Thank you. So your first card, Audrey, is blooming. Where are we? You are just getting started, so have patience with yourself and the process. Do not give up. Your second card is prosperity. The universe is pouring its abundance out to you. Be open to receiving. Love all of those gold coins just pouring in. And your third card is love yourself in every situation, no matter what the outward appearance may be. And this one specifically, I would like to offer judgment. Good night, Debbie. Thank you so much for being here, my dear. I would like to offer the thought or the healing of judgment. Because I am feeling a lot of judgment and criticism around that, but I really want you to kind of focus on that. The reason that we want to put that on the back burner is because unconditional love, unconditional loving ourselves, loving other people, even though they may not deserve our love, but loving other people, and let me be very, very clear, just because we love someone doesn't mean that they need to be in our life. Let me put that out there straight away. Just because I love somebody, I can love somebody from afar, but I don't need to have them in my life. I can love somebody from afar and set my boundaries. I can love somebody from afar and not have any contact with them whatsoever. That is absolutely okay to do. But I say that to say, and I really wanted to lead with that, because that unconditional love is about letting go of the judgment, the criticisms, not just of others, but here we go. Not just of others, but also of yourself. In order for this prosperity, and that's why I wanted to lead with this, in order for this prosperity to come in, not just money, but also abundance of love, opportunities to come in, we need to be on the vibrational frequency of love, which is the unconditional love we were talking about. So all of that is there, but it's going to be dependent on that love card. Blooming, you're just getting started. Have patience with yourself. Again, the criticism of the judgment. So am I doing things enough? Am I doing enough in the day? Did I work hard enough? Oh, I didn't. Oh, well, how come I did? Oh, you know what? I should have. And giving your all of these racing thoughts, right? That's our anxiety brain talking about all the things that we didn't do today. What did you do today? Did you get up and take care of yourself today? Did you get up and go to work? What did you do today? Focus on the positive things. Focus on, and I don't like using that word, focus on the healthy things that you did today. Even if it was just getting out of bed. Some days it's just, I just got out of bed today. And that was my contribution to society. And some days are like that. And that is absolutely okay. But that is practicing self-compassion. And that is also practicing unconditional love for yourself, because the person that deserves unconditional love mostly, first and foremost, it will always be you. Always be you. Not just anybody else, but in order for you to love other people unconditionally, you have to love yourself unconditionally. In order for you to practice compassion to other people, you also have to practice compassion for yourself. Everything starts at home. This is home right here. Right here. Okay. When we get to that, when we do that part, then that's when we open these doors to prosperity. Prosperity, money, love, opportunities, jobs, cars, homes, careers, whatever that looks like. It's there waiting. However, give yourself that space of compassion and love, but be patient with yourself. Do not give up on that. Okay, my recommendation to you as an entrepreneur, as someone who started her practice a couple years ago, and I have a wonderful practice now, and I have wonderful clients. I need you to focus on who you're wanting to attract. Who is your perfect client? And then see that person each day in your meditation. Give thanks for that person each day in that meditation. And create the experience as if it was happening. If you're a Reiki practitioner, then you know this. This is Law of Attraction 101. So create the experience as if you're already doing it. So then that way you can keep attracting that ideal client. These other ones are going to start just falling away to the wayside because you're putting yourself down. So that energy that you're putting out, you're literally getting back in, but they're showing up in the form of your clients, right? We need to put that to the side a little bit and start focusing on the clients that we do want. I want you to see them walking into your studio, or you going into the house, or whatever that looks like, laying on the bed, or on the table, and doing that, having your crystals, having the diffuser, having the the conversation, and you're seeing yourself working on them, and you're feeling the energy, and they're feeling your energy. That entire exchange that's happening, I want you to start it in here. And I want you to feel it in here. So then that way you manifest that, and you're sending the signals out to the universe, and that way you can receive it. But that is your job to do first. So that putting yourself down, it's because, again, that self-doubt, that criticism, I'm not good enough, who's going to really want, blah, blah, blah. All the things that are just, that's anxiety brain talking, lying to you. Anxiety is a liar. Your anxiety is a liar. Our anxiety is a liar. I'm an anxiety coach. So I'll tell you that your anxiety is a liar. It's appreciated because it's just trying to warn you of all the things, but it's not going to give you the real information that you need. Your intuition, my dear, will. So follow your intuition. All right. I am so past time. Thank you guys for being here. It was an honor being able to serve for you guys again tonight. Remember, Monday nights, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Donations to stars are appreciated to keep us going. Thank you, Audrey. I appreciate you, my dear. Thank you so much. I will see you guys next week. Make sure that you follow Psychic Fixes, and also follow my page, Sage and Harmony, on Facebook and on YouTube. It's wonderful being here with you guys. Blessed be.